Okay, I welcome everyone. And short introduction, I'm Franziska. I'm an author, ascension leader, and principal teacher of the Diana Cooper School of White Light. It is my mission to help people connect and work with angels, unicorns, and dragons. And I'm very, very pleased that I have Vera here this evening and collaborating with me on this event. Vera is a dragon teacher with the Diana Cooper School and also an animal world teacher and an astrology consultant. Would you like to say a few words about yourself, Vera?
Well, actually, thank you, Franziska. You said a little bit about me. I just learned about dragons, and I'm a teacher now, and about animals, and animal teacher now. And in my private life, I also do some astrology consulting, which is I help people to understand themselves and the better. It's a little bit different to talk about astrology in 2 minutes. Actually, I can see the potential of a person, and I can help to understand parts of you that you maybe are not sure about you. Helps conflict. Well,
thank you, Vera. So Vera will do an opening for us, and then we will start talking about dragons, which is today's topic. So I hand over to you, Vera.
So you can, you close your eyes, you will relax a little bit. We take a big breath. We relax our jaw, the shoulders, our arms, our knees, legs. We leave everything go. Now we feel roots growing down from our feet into the earth. They grow down through stones, sands, through rocks, down, and finally they reach the big white crystal which is in the center of the earth. The roots wrap around this beautiful crystal. You feel the big love pulsing out from this crystal, which is pure and genuine. And your roots are soaking up this love. And this beautiful energy comes back to you. Through your roots, back through your feet, your knees, your hips, belly. It comes to your chest, up to your heart, and you feel this love that expands through all your being, your hands, your head. Now we're sending this loving energy up to the sky, up to source. Up through our crown, we transmit this beautiful light, sending it into the sky, reaching the heart of source. Source is responding with a pillar of love light back towards us. This boost of energy of love reaches first through our highest chakra, then it flows down through our crown. The light goes into our head, our throat, and reaches our heart. Here it melts with the earth energy. We feel how it spreads in all our body. And we send this love light to Mother Earth back. Now we're in the here and now. We ask Archangel Michael to put a protecting cloak around each one of us. We ask to keep us safe in his energy. I also ask the deep blue and golden dragons to come and keep the beautiful vibration through all our session and maybe a little bit after. We're well protected. I now invoke all all personal dragons of all Zoom participants to come and assist and guide us with our love. I also invite our guardian personal angels and guides to come and support us in love and joy through all this session. Now we bring our consciousness into our space. We feel our feet, we feel our hands, we move our shoulders, and we slowly, slowly, we open our eyes.
Thank you, Vera.
Thank you.
Okay, let's talk about dragons. So how many of you are already working and connecting with your dragon? Can you put a yes or a no in the chat box? Melinda is, so is Annabelle. Okay, Karin calls in fire dragons, but she doesn't know her own dragon yet. Camilla says yes. If you were attracted to this workshop, then your dragon is trying to get your attention. So your dragon loves to be acknowledged and work with you. And just like we have a guardian angel, everyone can have a personal dragon to work with them. So let's talk about what exactly are dragons. Dragons have been in our consciousness from the beginning of time, because the dragons were literally there when the earth was created, and the energetic lines that cover our planets, they used to be called dragon lines. We now call them ley lines, but they were actually created by the dragons at the beginning. And dragons are, in fact, elemental beings. They belong to the angelic realms, but they carry, either air, fire, earth, or water, or a combination of 2 or 3 of the elements. Dragons in the East are considered auspicious, and in the West, they are considered scary. So Vera has done a little bit of research into that. So would you like to say a few phrases about that?
Yes, indeed. As you said, in the East, they are part of their life. There are temples, they are in the Chinese horoscope. And then we go to the West, we find out that like between 2,000 and 3,000 years ago, between Mesopotamia and the Hindu Kush, there were like 2 different myth directions. In the Mediterranean, it started to be considered fairy, but in other direction, it was part of nature. But we are in the Mediterranean area, so we know this rather. It happened about 2,000-3,000 years ago. Celts, they consider it part of nature.
Okay. Thank you for that. Now, how many of you already know your dragon's name? You put a yes or a no in the chat box. Annabelle says yes. Camilla says yes. Luisella says no. Good, you'll find out. Melinda says yes. Good, so quite a few of you already know the dragon's name. Now let's talk about the dragon's characteristics. What are dragons like? Now, they're unique and they're affectionate. Like, for example, my one, he licks my face. Dragons are wise, they're open-hearted, they can come across as fierce, but they are actually very, very loving. And they make me think of the spiritual warrior. So, you know, they look very powerful and authoritative, but in fact, they fight with love. And love, in fact, is the greatest power of all. So my dragon has used this expression, master of the heart. So dragons teach us to become masters of the heart. And I've got this special technique where you take 3 breaths. So my dragon does this as well. So he will take 3 breaths and then he will show me how his heart lights up. So he's been teaching me this technique. So with each breath you take, you know, you see your heart energy expanding and become bigger and bigger beyond your body. So this is a very nice technique to practice. And dragons also have wings. You can see different colors. In fact, dragons can change their colors, so they can show themselves to you in different colors. They can also change size. So depending on the task or whatever they're doing, they can change size to become big or small. They can also change shape. And yeah, and who will dragons come to? Dragons will assist anyone who calls them. And Diana Cooper tells us that if your astrological sign is a fire sign, you will get automatically a fire dragon allocated to you. But even if you don't have a fire sign, you can still have a fire dragon, of course, or your dragon might carry different elements. Then it's of course possible that you have worked with dragons in other lifetimes. So if that is the case, then your dragon very probably will try and attract your attention and work with you in this life as well. Now, how many of you know what dragons can do? What can they do? What can they help us with? Any ideas? Anyone? Oh, Karin's fire dragons clean her house. Great. Melinda says cleansing energy. Yes. Luisella says protect us. Yes. Dragons are very protective and they can cleanse energies. They can transmute any lower energies. Dragons can definitely accompany you to journey through the universe. They can clear your path and protect you. So you can travel with them if you want to visit other stars or planets. Yeah, so dragons have been coming to Earth in big numbers since 2011. So they've come to help us shift into the 5th dimension. And there are two important dragon portals. One is in Andorra, and so that's a small country between Spain and France, a mountainous country, I think. And the other portal, big portal, is in Honolulu, Hawaii. And Honolulu, in fact, is the sacral chakra of Earth. So a lot of very loving dragons come through there. They teach us about transcendent love. And then since 2015, galactic dragons have started coming in. And as you can see with the situation at the moment, things are very heated on the planet. So we need them to come in and give us a hand, because the earth is really shifting now. So things are getting serious, and nothing can stop the earth from actually going through this ascension process. So it will happen. So dragons can clear your path. They can clear your personal path, so they can help you accelerate your ascension. They can transmute lower energies, like we said. So we can actually do service work with them. We can call in dragons and we can send them to places where the energy needs clearing. And they will do so if we ask. Dragons can also help you to step into your power. Just think of the image which I had when I was advertising this event. You could see this guy there with the dragon looking over the shoulder. So just imagine, you have your own personal dragon who's behind you. He's watching your back and he's looking over your shoulder. So just imagining that already makes you feel a lot more powerful, I'm assuming. And that's the power of the dragon. Our dragons are very, very happy to interact and talk with you. They like companionship. They like to be friends with you. They like to be acknowledged like friends. So they love to help you as you go through your day. But same with the angels, you have to ask. So if you ask, your dragon can help, otherwise he will respect your free will. And the other thing I feel dragons are important for is the heart. So they're so loving, so they can help you open your heart and become masters of the heart. Now, Vera, would you like to tell us a little bit about your personal dragon?
Yes.
You met your personal dragon.
Thank you, Franziska. Yes. Funny thing, dragons helped me a lot. They came in the right moment in my life, first of all. Just, I wanted to mention this. I'm really prudent. And so when I started to know the dragons, I really didn't know about them. So I asked, I said, one morning, I said, so dragons, now guys, if you're here, show me. So, and this whole day, it felt like the whole day something bumped me, like I'm carrying something, puff, it fell on the floor. I watered my orchideas, pom, on the floor, they on the sink. I had the candle, whoop, and it really, there was something that showed me, not bad. It just was something that made me all the time aware of some presence. So I said, okay, got the message. See.
So you asked for a sign, and so the dragon really showed you.
Definitely, yes,
That's great. So what is your dragon's name?
My dragon's name is Minna.
Nina.
With M, Minna.
Minna, with two N's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My dragon's name is Wei. Wei is a Chinese name. Now, when we do the visualization, I will invite you to ask your dragon for your name. So if you don't get the name immediately, don't worry about it, because I'm sure your dragon will let you know what the name is in the next few days if you don't get it instantly. So you may read a name or hear a name, and you will intuitively know that this is your dragon's name. So let's do this visualization. And you may, of course, perceive your dragon as a male or as a female presence, but for ease during the visualization, I will refer to him as he. And the collective personal dragons from everyone here, everyone participating, maybe even people who are not listening right now but are registered, they will also, of course, support us with this visualization. And if you want, you can get a good crystal. A crystal will always facilitate connection and amplify the work we are doing. So I'm getting one.
Okay. So everybody, we close our eyes, relax, we ground and attune to the divine. We protect the group with Archangel Michael, and we invoke the personal dragons of all participants to collectively assist.
So call your guardian angel in now and feel his loving presence in your space. Your guardian angel is taking you now to a beautiful place in nature. The birds are singing their messages and a warm breeze is blowing. Breathe in the fresh, fragrant scents from trees and flowers. Your angel leads you to a bridge. And as you look down, you can see a clear stream flowing over rocks. Your guardian angel invites you to cross the bridge. So step onto it and move forward with anticipation. As you approach the other side, you see a magnificent dragon awaiting you. This is your personal dragon.
The loving energy coming from your dragon is so strong that you feel your heart center respond, sending him love. Thank the dragon for coming to meet you. Take a moment to observe him. Is he big or small or medium size? What color does he have? What about his eyes? Look into them and connect from soul to soul.
Focus on your dragon's heart now. Dragons are powerful beings, and so is their heart energy. Your dragon invites you to touch his heart. So raise your right arm and place your hand on the dragon's chest. As you do so, a surge of love flows into your palm chakra, along your arm, into your own chest and heart. You feel your heart center expand and sense yourself being wrapped into a blanket of love. Slowly remove your hand.
You have now the opportunity to ask your dragon's name. Ask your dragon to drop it into your mind now. Accept what is given. Focus on your dragon's energy. Is it familiar? Do you feel like you've met before? Ask your dragon whether this is the first connection or whether you have been together before in other lifetimes. You can ask him any question you like to find out more about him. You have a few minutes time for this.
Your dragon is now going to help you increase your power. Stepping into your power is a requirement of your earth experience. It is a test for everyone. Your dragon has a special technique for this. Now, see your dragon stepping behind you. He is blazing flames along your spine, from the bottom to the top, and from the top to the bottom. So see and feel that happening. You may feel a tingling sensation. He is clearing this area with his breath, allowing your energies to flow freely through your chakra column. Allowing your energies to flow freely through the spine. So if there are any debris, any blocked energy, his breath will dissolve it. He is completing this work now. And next, he is offering you some of his power. If you want to accept it, not to give permission. Now observe how your dragon is sharing his power with you. This is a very individual process. Your dragon may blaze flames into your solar plexus, or your heart, or your throat. Lighting them up with fire, or he might do something completely different. So you now have a few minutes time with your dragon, and your dragon will share his power with you in the perfect way.
Finally, ask your dragon to help you clear your path. With your mind's eyes, see your path. Observe what kind of path it is. Give your dragon permission to smooth and clear it. If there are any obstacles, your dragon can dissolve them. Dragons are highly skilled at alchemizing anything or making it disappear. Watch your dragon carry out this work. If there is anything in particular you would like your dragon to help you with, ask him now. Telepathically explain the situation and ask for his help.
Now thank your dragon for everything that you have learned. And it is time to return. So with your guardian angel and your dragon behind you, looking over your shoulder, you cross the bridge. And you find yourself back in the beautiful nature spot where you started. You take a deep breath and you hear the birds excitedly singing about your renewed power. And you take another deep breath and you bring your consciousness back into your space, back into your physical body. And your dragon is still there with you, watching over your shoulder. Then when you feel ready, you start moving, gently stirring, and open your eyes. So, would you like to share the dragon's name, your dragon's name? Would you like to put it in the Dropbox? Everyone? Wow, Grafita, that's a very interesting name. Minna, Tolos, Sina. And Melinda's dragon is Abartirt. That sounds very, very exciting. And Lionel from Wesley. Melinda calls him Abati. And Camilla's dragon is Sylvester. Wow. I can see them all together. Now, how about the physical appearance? What did they look like? Did they have any particular colors? No idea, says Luisella. Violet. An old lady. Melinda's dragon is green, but it can change into a fiery one. Hold on, I lost some. Camilla's is pale blue. Karin's was very big at the beginning and green, and then it got smaller and had different color. Annabelle's dragon was red this time, and normally it would be blue-green. Okay. And would you share with us how your dragon shared his power with you?
Okay.
He told you you were a team. Through the eyes and flame. Wow. He blew flames of mauve and blue into my throat chakra, says Camilla. Wesley's was surrounded by rainbow light, very powerful, the powers of all colors. Melinda threw his front legs, like giving me his hand, and I felt the warmth and the power pouring through my hands into my heart. Oh, that sounds great. Annabelle merged with your field and filled your meridian ley lines with his energy. Wow. My one was blazing flames into the heart, into the solar plexus, and into the throat. And then I ended up with an image, like a visual image. So the heart energy was the largest area. So that was pure white with pink sparkles. and inside that was the electric blue of the solar plexus and the electric blue of the throat chakra and the gold of the solar plexus. So it felt like he had somehow integrated the throat chakra and the solar plexus with the heart energy, like somehow he's linked them. Is there anything you would like to share, Vera, that you've experienced in particular with this visualization?
I felt lots of violet flame. He was violet and he had violet flame and he cleaned a lot. And basic cleaning. But I like because at one point it felt like he said that we are a team, that I don't have to do all by myself. So I like this. And I think he worked on all my chakras because I felt here and.
Okay, great. Now, does anyone have any questions in relation to dragons? If you have a question, can you put it in the chat box now? How to feed her. I think your dragon will love it if you put food out for her as an offering. You need to check with your dragon what she likes. I have no idea what she would like, but I'm sure she will appreciate your offering. I'm sure you can have more than one dragon. So far, I have only one that has stepped forward for me as my personal dragon. I will interact and work with other dragons as well, especially with the elemental dragons. Now, I perceived my dragon as having combined elements of fire and water. So sometimes I will dive into water with my dragon and we go for a swim. But he can also blaze fire, and when that's required, he will step into that role. And on other occasions, he will purify with water. So, but on the other hand, for example, with unicorns, I did have more of them stepping forward as time was moving, as time was going on. Now, let's see. Melinda, she loves lighting a candle for her dragon as thanks. Yes, dragons love to be honored. So lighting a candle is a very nice thing to do. Annabelle was introduced to another dragon at this session. Grafita introduced me to Celicia. It's a pleasure, Annabelle. So you have another dragon stepping forward for you. Wow, that must be exciting. Melinda has a personal dragon, and my garden has also a dragon. So you have a dragon guarding your garden. That's wonderful. Okay. I've got 2 more minutes. If anyone wants to ask or share something else, there is still time. And of course, if anyone would like to become a dragon teacher, I do offer dragon teacher training. So if that is something that interests you, you can get in touch with me. Vera, would you like to say a few words about the Dragon Teacher training?
Yes, thank you, Franziska. I did my Dragon Teacher training last November, and I really learned a lot. Franziska is also Italian speaker as I am, so but we still keep on speaking English. And she really can connect very good with the dragons and help me to find my way. It came to me in the right moment. Well, thank you, Franziska, for at this moment I can take the chance to thank you for your teaching.
Thank you, Vera. Would you like to say something about your work as an astrology consultant? If maybe someone might be interested in booking a session with you.
My friend Luisella, which is here, is a client.
Okay. So anyone interested in an astrology session with Vera?
We're still friends, so
in touch with her. Okay, so I would like to thank everyone very much for having joined us this evening. And there will be another Zoom event next month. And I will announce the topic is very likely to be unicorns. And I will send out a mailing with more information about that. And I'll be very pleased to welcome you again at that time. So let's stop. Do you want to say something else, Vera? Sorry. So thank you, everyone. And bye-bye. Have a lovely evening.